Hello and welcome back to our channel. It's a pleasure to have you here again. Whether you've been walking the path of spiritual growth for a long time or are just beginning your journey, we are grateful you've joined us today. The topic we're about to explore is one that speaks deeply to every human heart. It's something we've all experienced at some point in our lives, the fear of loss, and even more, the painful irony that the more we fear losing something, the more likely we are to actually lose it. Today, we'll dive into why this happens, what it reveals about the nature of attachment, and how we can transcend this cycle to find true inner peace and freedom. Let's begin by acknowledging a simple truth. Fear of loss is one of the most powerful emotions we face as human beings. Whether it's the fear of losing a loved one, a relationship, a job, financial security, our health, or even our youth, this fear often operates quietly beneath the surface of our daily lives. Sometimes it's loud and paralyzing, other times it's subtle and insidious, but regardless of its volume, it shapes our thoughts, our decisions, and our behaviors. Why does the fear of loss grip us so deeply? It all stems from attachment. In Buddhist philosophy, attachment is seen as one of the primary sources of suffering. When we cling to something, be it a person, a possession, a status, or an idea, we create a dependency between our happiness and that external object. We begin to believe that our well-being is inseparable from it, and that without it, we cannot be whole. This belief sets us up for inevitable suffering. Why? Because everything in life is impermanent. People change, circumstances evolve, bodies age, wealth comes and goes. No matter how tightly we cling, we cannot prevent the natural flow of change, and the more we resist this flow, the more we suffer. And now, here's the paradox. The more we fear losing something, the more our energy becomes consumed by that fear. We act from a place of anxiety and insecurity. Our thoughts revolve around protection, defense, and control. This creates tension in our relationships, rigidity in our actions, and emotional instability in our minds. Ironically, this very behavior often leads to the breakdown of the very thing we are trying so hard to preserve. Let's take an example. Imagine someone deeply afraid of losing their romantic partner. Out of fear, they become overly possessive, suspicious, or emotionally dependent. They begin to monitor their partner's behavior, demand constant reassurance, and interpret harmless actions as threats. Over time, the relationship becomes strained under the weight of fear and control. The partner begins to feel suffocated, trust erodes, and eventually, the relationship may end not because of external forces, but because of the fear of loss itself. The same pattern applies in other areas. A person afraid of losing their job may overwork themselves to exhaustion, avoid taking creative risks, or suppress their voice out of fear of rocking the boat. This not only affects their performance, but may also lead to burnout or even job loss. A person afraid of losing money may become so obsessed with hoarding and control that they forget how to enjoy life or invest in meaningful experiences, leading to a sense of emptiness despite financial stability. What we resist persists. The energy of fear creates a magnetic pull toward the very outcome we wish to avoid. Fear blinds us, contracts us, and separates us from the present moment. It keeps us stuck in an illusion that we must hold tightly to what we have or risk being destroyed. But what if we could see through this illusion? Buddhism offers us a profound perspective on this dilemma. The key teaching is that freedom does not come from acquiring or clinging, it comes from letting go. Letting go doesn't mean we stop caring or give up on what we love. It means we relate to people and things with openness, understanding their impermanent nature, and loving them without trying to possess or control them. True love, for example, is not rooted in fear of loss, it's rooted in freedom. When we truly love someone, we want what is best for them, even if that means letting them go. We don't love to fill our own emptiness, we love to celebrate connection. When we understand impermanence, we no longer take people or moments for granted. We savor them. We become more present, more grateful, more alive. Letting go of attachment doesn't mean we withdraw from life or live without joy. Quite the opposite. It means we embrace life more fully because we are no longer trying to force it into fixed forms. We trust the flow of change. We open ourselves to new possibilities. We recognize that everything we experience, every person, every situation, every possession is a gift, not a guarantee. This shift in perspective begins with mindfulness. We start by noticing our attachments and the fears they generate. We observe how these fears influence our thoughts and actions. We question the stories we tell ourselves. I need this to be happy. I can't live without this. If I lose this, I'll be nothing. These stories are not truths, they are mental constructs, and once we see them as such, we can begin to dismantle them. Another powerful tool is compassion, both for ourselves and for others. When we realize that all beings struggle with fear and attachment, we develop a sense of shared humanity. We learn to forgive ourselves for our clinging, to meet our fear with kindness, and to gently guide ourselves toward freedom. Compassion softens the grip of attachment. It reminds us that we are not alone and that transformation is always possible. Meditation is also essential. Through meditation, we learn to sit with our fears without being consumed by them. We create space between stimulus and response. We discover that we are not our thoughts, not our emotions, not even our attachments. We are the awareness that holds all these things, and from this place of awareness, we can make wiser, more loving choices. The more we practice letting go, the more we discover that nothing essential can ever be lost. Our true nature, our awareness, our capacity to love, our inner peace does not depend on external conditions. It is always present, always available, waiting patiently beneath the noise of our fears and desires. So when we say that the more we fear losing, the more we tend to lose, it's not a curse, it's a call to wake up. It's an invitation to examine our relationship to the things we cling to and to step into a deeper truth that freedom is not found in holding on, but in letting go. Thank you so much for watching this video. We hope today's reflection has helped you see the nature of fear and attachment in a new light. If you found value in this message, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. We're here to walk this path of insight and liberation with you. Until next time, may you be free from fear, may you dwell in peace, and may you live each moment with an open and fearless heart.